So in this video, I'll be going over my playoff predictions for this year. Now, of course, they're way too early. The playoffs are not even anywhere near this for the NHL season. By the way, NHL 21 to 22 NHL season. But I made my season standings predictions. So going off of that, I've made playoff predictions based on that. So if you haven't seen that standing predictions video, go check it out. It'll make everything make a lot more sense. And so either click on that video or just watch it at the end of this one. But anyways, let's get into the video. So here we go. So starting in the Pacific Division, we have the number one Seattle v the wild card number one Minnesota. I could see this taking 7 games and Minnesota being able to upset Seattle. We just haven't seen Seattle be able to we haven't been able to see them in the playoffs, and I think that'd be very disappointing, but also kind of like, okay, Vegas is better still, and give Minnesota the little bit of first round joy they deserve. Now we have Edmonton and Vegas. I believe Vegas could take out Edmonton in 5. Edmonton just isn't a first round winner team. So then we have Vegas and Minnesota. I'm gonna say Vegas wins in 6 games. Now moving on to the Central Division, we have Dallas, the number 1 team in the conference, and we have Chicago, the number 2 wild card. I see this going to 5 games in the end. I do see Dallas overtaking Chicago, although Chicago is a better team this year. Who knows, maybe they could be able to upset Dallas in the end. Next we have Colorado and St. Louis. I see this going exactly the same way as it went last year. 4 games, I see St. Louis. I would be very disappointed for this to happen to St. Louis, but Colorado's too strong. Now we got Colorado and Dallas. I see it's going to 6 games, Colorado winning, kind of just because I don't really want Dallas to go to the semifinals 2 years and 2 times, in 3 years. It seems a bit weird for Dallas. But then Colorado, I know they can't get past the second round, but this might be a thing where if they just put that bit of extra umph out there, maybe they can win in, say, 6 games. Moving on to the Metropolitan Division, we have the number 1 seed v the number 1 wild card, which is the Toronto Maple Leafs v Pittsburgh. I see Pittsburgh being able to take Toronto in 7 games, as Toronto just seems to be their thing to lose in 7 games. Then with Washington and Philly, I see Washington being able to take over Philly in 5 games. Philly just isn't a strong playoff team if you look back in the years. Although they did end up passing the first round in 2020, 2 years ago, where they beat the Canadians, but that was a different circumstances, and I feel going back into normal, Philly does make it to the playoffs. I feel they will probably lose in the first round, and I'm going to say they lose to Washington in 5 games. Next, we have Pittsburgh and Washington, the battle of Crosby and Ovechkin. I really hope this happens again in the playoffs. I'm going to say Pittsburgh's a bit stronger, though, than Washington. I'm going to say it only takes 5 games. Pretty short, sad series, but in the end, I'd be happy to see Crosby get far again. And then I finally have the Penguins being able to take this division. Here we go. In the Atlantic Division, I see Tampa Bay against the Islanders, and with this, the 2 semifinalists who would actually be able to get past the first round. In the end, I am going to say Tampa, as they have beaten the Islanders in the last 2 semifinals or conference finals, and I will say it will take them 7 games. I think the Islanders are just will hold Tampa Bay off just that little much. And here, Boston and Florida, I'm pretty confident Florida would lose in 5 games, and I think Boston would be on their way to play Tampa Bay, as seems does happen quite often in the second round. Now we have Tampa Bay and 6 against the Boston Bruins. Just Tampa Bay always seems to beat Boston if they play each other in the second round. So Tampa Bay against Boston, I'm saying 6 games. Now we have Tampa Bay, the Atlantic Division champions. Finally, moving on to the finals, we have Colorado and Vegas. I'd say it takes 6 games. I think Vegas could take some games out of Colorado, but Colorado getting this deep just seems like they are on a roll. Next, we have Tampa Bay and the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is the only, I was always questioning what can take Tampa Bay out. They are so good, what can do? And I thought maybe Pittsburgh, not in the first round, not in the second round, but maybe in the third round, could Pittsburgh be able to overcome the Tampa Bay Lightning? This is what I have predicted. I see the Pittsburgh Penguins being able to take them out in 7 games, which puts the Battle of Cole Harbor in the finals with Pittsburgh and Colorado. And I say Pittsburgh wins in 6 games. I'm very have this good vibe about Pittsburgh going into this year and into their playoffs. I don't know if that means they'll win a cup or just even get past the first round or do something amazing. But I definitely think that the Pittsburgh Penguins just need that one last year to really show what they can do, and giving Crosby just another cup would be amazing to see. So in the end, there is my playoff predictions. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, remember to subscribe, like, hit the bell, all that crazy good stuff. So I hope you were enjoying this video. I know a bit of a crazy take to make Pittsburgh Penguins my Stanley Cup champions for this year. That may change over the year, but as of right now, that's where I see them at. So anyways, goodbye for now.